topic is Dejonays and Sophie Cunningham. She got a flagrant-two and was ejected out of the game. And then once she went to the locker room, she tweets out, it's her white privilege because Sophie Cunningham is white. But I'm going to play for y'all what happened.
Oh, damn.
On the screen. Oh, shit.
That's a clothesline, dude.
I mean, ejected. Washed up.
Yo, she didn't grab her ass.
Because
full.
you know, like usually there has to be some like type of downward force or something where it's like
He wasn't going for the
I
ball,
can understand
though.
it being a flagrant. I can understand it being a flagrant, but a flagrant-two, I think, is a little that's a ejection. I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Flagrant-one. I don't know if it's. I don't know. I going off of what the NBA rules are about, like there being intent, like downward motion and all that type of stuff. I don't really see that. I don't know if it's just because, I wouldn't say it's her privilege or anything. It might just be because they're girls that they being lighter with the rules. But in the NBA, I think that would just be a flagrant one.
Haha, you dumb bitch.
I think when you're going for the
take
face,
your wig off.
it's automatic flagrant-two, right? When you go for the head.
Well, but she wasn't going for the face though. Like there's no way to prove that was her plan.
Well, the
That's
ball
why
wasn't
you
near
need the
her face
downward
at all.
force again. But it happens all the time, bro.
Was that not downward force? What was that?
Yeah, that was to the
No,
face.
it's not.
downward
No,
force.
she literally clotheslined her. There was no like she was going in the direction that she hit her. It's not like she went out of her way. I don't know. I mean, flagrant-one makes sense. Flagrant-two, because like when you look at flagrant-twos in the NBA, I think of like when Andrew Bynum elbowed JJ Barea in the chest, where it's like, all right, he obviously wasn't trying to play defense. He just elbowed him in the chest and like tried to take him out.
It says you don't need a downward force for a flagrant-two. You just need intentional, reckless, and harmful going beyond what is allowed.
So here's the thing. My question is not about the foul, but about after the foul, when she's in the locker room tweeting
Her
out
response.
to Sophie Cunningham that it's her white privilege.
Not specifically about like Sophie or anything, but the girls definitely roughhouse out there. Like they not, they banging each other up. Not to that degree, but again, I would have, they would have been questioning me as a ref if I was out there, because that's a flagrant-one. Like, it's not a good play. Excessive force. There's a lot of momentum going on. Like, usually the intention is proved through the like momentum, because you can't just prove intention like any other way outside of somebody purposely moving to do something. So her arms just being up and hitting the girl. I mean, I don't know if that was intention. Did something happen like in the game that would have like caused that? Like, were they like already like going back and forth? Like physically?
Not that I know of. My point is, okay, so I'm just gonna tell you how I feel about it. To me, it's just she's racist. The black chick is just racist. Well, let me change that. Actually, let me change that. I don't know if she's racist. She said some racist shit. Like, here's the thing. I always look at these from the opposite side of the racial spectrum. So I say, look, I'm a white guy playing in the NBA. Unlikely, I know. And I do this mega hard foul on Shaq, and I take him out by his neck. Also, very unlikely. And I get ejected from the game. And then I go to the locker room, and I'm like, I tweet out to the public, yeah, it's just his black privilege. Is that a race-based tweet? Is that a racist thing to say? I think it's safe to say that's my argument.
He's just trying to play the race card. That's it. Simple.
All right, so look at that.
Want your view. I just want your view on that.
When I think of the call, I mean, so because I'm strictly going based off of the call. When I think of the call, like going to side chat, that's something that I'm thinking.
Yeah, I watched it, but I'm not asking you about the call. I'm fine with saying the call's wrong if that's how you feel. But you got to understand there is this energy in the WNBA right now around these white chicks that are balling, and around this perception that, look, there's some black lesbians that just ain't too happy about these girls that are white and taking dick.
But it's been white girls that been balling in the WNBA.
Okay.
They've
I mean,
been white
how many
girls.
how many of them got shoe contracts with Nike?
Well, I mean, that's different. That's a total different argument.
I mean, but
The NBA, I think the WNBA is just getting bigger because of how big the college
Wait.
female college basketball has gotten. But like,
Hey,
I wouldn't be surprised if Candace Parker and all of them had shoe deals. I mean, well,
Okay.
not their own personal
let me
shoes,
hop in,
but
let
they
me hop
had
in.
contracts with these brands.
If the call was wrong, then maybe there is some weight to white privilege, right? That comment.
no,
Right,
because
meaning
why can't it just be a bad call by the ref? Like,
Well,
do
her
we
claim is
sit
that
here?
She got that call because she was white.
Yeah, but I'm saying, okay, then how do you know?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Or-
If the
or-
call was
or-
bad,
let,
then-
let me
Well,
let me
yeah,
let me
yeah.
put it a
That's
different
what
way. Do we see bad calls by refs any other time?
Yes.
No, what
Most
I'm
of
saying is
most sports followers would argue that you see bad calls by refs all the time, right? So why
Yeah.
would this one be because of her race?
No, what I'm saying is if the call was bad, that's relevant because
No,
that
I'm,
would
but I'm
give
not
weight.
but I'm not arguing that. I'm asking you, if the call was bad, why is this one because of her race?
Yeah, that's that. I don't know if there. I mean, maybe there's some type of like internal dialogue that the black chicks are
It's not-
having in
it's
the
not
league
because of
about
her
how
race. It's
maybe
that
the white
woman is-
girls are getting more calls or something. I don't know. I
Well, the
don't
thing
watch
is,
the
It's just
WNBA.
not all black girls are racist in the WNBA, but there is a lot of targeting of the white girls. Like if you look at Caitlin Clark,
Exact. Yeah.
so many girls are bullying her just because of
Bro,
who she is.
Pikachu, do you watch the WNBA?
Yeah.
Do you not agree that a lot of people target
I'm
Caitlin Clark?
asking you a question. I asked you a
I'm asking you a
question. You can't
question.
answer a
Answer
question. You
mine
can't
first.
answer a
I
question
asked
with a
first.
question.
I asked first.
No, you did not.
I did. Don't you think a lot
No,
of
you
people are
did not.
targeting Caitlin Clark? I already asked
Pika,
that.
answer my question. Yes
Answer
or no.
mine
Do
first.
you
I
watch
asked
the
first.
WNBA?
I asked you first.
Okay. Can I just say one thing? I know this is not
This boy,
something that you
what
guys
a
like to
child.
hear. This is not something you guys like to hear, but you American people, I don't give a shit. No one give a shit about your WNBA thing, but it becomes the world popular because of Caitlin Clark. In Australia, we start seeing the WNBA advertisement and all the channels and play because of
Dude, why
Caitlin
do
Clark.
you
That's
think
it.
that we care about your opinion on
Yeah,
this
we don't
topic?
care. We
No one
don't.
give a
Like,
shit.
you're an inferior person from an inferior nation. Like, I don't care. Australia is a shithole. It's a desert. Who cares about your country? I don't care. This conversation isn't even. Listen, you understand that you don't have to have an opinion, right? You can just sit there and shut the fuck up, right? Let me shut this whore up for sure. You understand that you can just sit there and just be quiet, right? You don't have to have an opinion. Nobody cares if you like the WNBA. Nobody cares if you like Caitlin Clark. Nobody cares what you think. Go play rugby or badminton or kangaroo jacking off or whatever you retard down under fucks do. Who cares? I don't know about your country, and I don't care about your country. You come from a shithole. You come from a down under Australian shithole that's barely habitable, that people can only live on the coasts of. Who cares about your shithole country? Anyway, yeah, so the question that I'm asking though is, look,
Yeah, is it race? Is it like she
I
just
wouldn't even go
overdoing
so
it with
far
the
as to
race?
say it's racist, but can we say that her comment was racist? Or is there a reason to think that this is happening because of her race?
See, now I can't from an outside perspective it sounds suspicious, but like that's just me, maybe my ignorance because like I'm not watching enough of the WNBA to say whether or not I believe that like the white players are getting more calls than the black players. Because if that was something that, if you watch a game, you see everybody getting fouled, but then, whenever the white person gets fouled, they at the free throw line, somebody would say, well, that's kind of weird. Like, why do they keep going to the free throw line while everybody's allowed to just kind of play it out? That's why I was responding to Pika about the whole, oh, do you see them beating up on Caitlin Clark? They beat up on everybody. If you seen it, you would know they beat up on everybody. It's not just her.
They
It's just that
do,
because
but there
everybody
is this
focused.
push. There is this push in social media, and there is this narrative that's being pushed by certain people politically that is saying that the way these white women are being treated is different and that they are being discriminated against because this is a place where black people have all the power. This is a predominantly black space. And even the coach of Sophie Cunningham did not support her when talking about this flagrant-two after the game.
Wait. Sophie's coach didn't think it was a flagrant-two either.
I don't remember the word that I don't remember exactly how she phrased it, but the way she worded it made it sound like she was pretty dismissive of the idea. Yeah.
Caitlin Clark being like one of the best players in the league right now, she's gonna get beat up. When Kobe was playing, they was trying to beat him up. They was trying to take him out of his game. They trying to get in his head. That's normal. If Caitlin Clark sucked, nobody would care.
That's
that
not
people were
normal.
being
That's
physical with
criminal
her.
behavior. That's
No,
criminal
it's,
behavior.
bro. They're not assaulting her. They're not shooting her in the knees. They're playing basketball.
Okay, so let's agree that Caitlin Clark isn't being mistreated because of her race. Is Sophie Cunningham being privileged because of hers?
I don't think so. Like, just based off of what I know, I don't think so. Is there a possibility that it is happening? Yeah, but from my point of view, I don't think so. I just think that, the call just, flagrant-two is a lot, I mean, flagrant definitely. The team got to go to the free throw line and they got to get possession. Like, that's what's going to happen because that's not just a normal foul. But a flagrant-two, I feel like is just a little more extreme of a call, Like, you don't just throw flagrant-twos out and get people ejected, and then if you get another flagrant-two, you get suspended for like a certain amount of games. So like that's not a normal type of thing.
The governor of Florida said that if they did that in their state, they'd file charges against them.
It was it was the attorney general.
That's who it was. Yeah. The attorney general of Florida. So if they did that in their state, they'd file charges against them.
You Americans need to get rid of your race war. This is you are all American, black, white, you all American. Just need to love America more than anyone else. That's it. Simple.
We're in agreement that it wasn't white privilege, right?
No. I don't agree with that. But now I will say this: whoever the attorney general in you said Florida,
Yeah.
Florida.
he's being racist. He is being racist. That's crazy. Because what he got to do with it was did Sophie Cunningham play for the Florida Fairies or something? Like, what does he got to do with? Why is he jumping into it? Like,
I think the comment was the WNBA won't play games in this state because if they did shit like that here, I'd be filing charges.
they got one of the most physical teams, or they did have one of the most physical NBA teams in the league for years, and the attorney general wasn't. Hey, you're going in here because you're playing. Like, what? We literally have hockey where they start punching people in the face. What are we talking about here?
So if it wasn't white privilege, then what do you make of her comment when she got back to the locker room?
Well, I mean, she probably just mad because she got ejected. I'm not saying she's right for what she's saying, but this is just an emotional response.
When is it acceptable to say something is racist, even if it's not?
If you feel like something from your perspective is racist, but people outside of you have a over the top view to understand how all the things happened that made it not be racist, and you don't have that information, I can't necessarily knock you for feeling how you feel because you don't have all the information. So, I mean, it's not good. It's definitely not good. This ain't the way to approach something like this happening, because then people accuse you of just crying wolf. But I'm gonna have to see what the WNBA calls have been like as of recent to see if there's been some type of like if one of these girls is getting treated like Shay, they're gonna have a problem with it, just like how they have a problem with it in the league. So I guess it's not race related because everybody is black in the league. So, well, not everybody is black in the league, but yeah.
My bigger point was to kind of say, look, for a while now, they've been pushing back against the treatment of Caitlin and Sophie, and publicly it's been very prominent, let's say. And these girls are largely responsible for the increase in viewership of the WNBA.
Also, they jealous. Like it was obvious that all the women that were in the WNBA before Caitlin Clark got in there, like that, whatever the offseason was from her being in college to actually like joining the league, they were jealous because they're like, why are y'all hyping this girl up? We got all these players that have been doing this for years. Why is it her? And then it's like, all right, now we not taking buses and regular airplanes. And now all of a sudden the teams are getting private jets and stuff like that. They paying for our shoes. We getting more money. They're jealous.